Hello everyone and welcome to a completely different style of video today. I know this is a little bit weird seeing me like this, just casually talking to you, but we're doing something a bit different today and I'm very excited for it. Today we're going to be doing our first episode of a brand new series here on the channel where I will spin the wheel to get a random Smash Brothers character and make a matchup chart for that character, even if I've never played them before. And then at the end, we're going to go see a real top player's matchup chart for that character and see how accurate I was to the actual matchups. Basically, we're going to be doing about 5 characters per episode, and I plan on releasing an episode about every time that I don't have a tournament to cover or any time that I don't really have time to make a full-length video. So I'm very excited to go ahead and start it, and if you are too, we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. So let's begin. Just a reminder that if you want to support me monetarily, you can follow my Patreon, which is linked below, and you can also become a member on my YouTube channel, link also below. If you become a member on each of these, you get perks during these streams that I do on the weekends, and memberships to both start at just 99 cents per month. All right, I really appreciate that. Let's get started. All right, we're here. As you can see, we've got all 82 characters on the wheel right here. Now you might be wondering, how did I separate echoes and clones? And my basic ideology was this. If they have separate places on the tier list, then I separated them with different placements. So Chrom and Roy, those are separate, but we see Samus, Dark Samus, those two are together. Even Pit and Dark Pit, even though they have differences, they're still on the exact same spot on most tier lists, so I put them together. The only choice I made about who to put together and who to make separate that I think could be up to interpretation is Ken and Ryu. As you can see right up here, I made Ken and Ryu separate because those two characters have a lot of differences in what matchups that they prefer. And players who play either Ken or Ryu can usually switch to one or the other depending on the matchup. So I just decided to make them different. I think that's fine. Without further ado, let's get started with our first character today. First ever character will be Corrin. Okay, this is gonna be an interesting start. All right, so here we are at the tier list maker from DeBuzz himself. And we've got Corrin. We're gonna make our Corrin matchup chart. Now is a good time to mention that I have been playing this game since release, and I have played a fair multitude of characters, including Corrin, so I'm not entirely clueless. However, I really only know like the dedicated matchup charts for like the characters that I actually play, which eventually we'll do, but for right now, we've really just got, you know, a character that, yeah, I'm familiar with, but I really wouldn't know the specifics, which is kind of the perfect middle ground for this series. All right, here we go. We've got our tiers built, and for this series, I'm just gonna do +1, +2, +1, even, -1, -2. I'm just gonna stick it standard to that so we can have a nice baseline standard to use for all of our characters. And with that out of the way, let's just go ahead and get started here. So first character, Banjo-Kazooie. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in +1. I feel like Corrin's disjoints probably is really good against dealing with Banjos trying to fish for bomb. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it in +2. Also, just in case you're wondering, I'm not going to go very in-depth for all of these characters. In fact, there's going to be a point where I just kind of speed through these a little bit just so I can do multiple characters in a video. But I'll go ahead and include the characters that I feel are particularly interesting. Bayonetta, I feel like, has a good chance to be even. Bowser is probably +2. Byleth, I'm gonna say, is maybe losing, simply because Byleth just outranges Corrin. Captain Falcon, I'm gonna say, I don't want to do the meme where it's like Captain Falcon loses to everybody. But like, I'll put him in even. I'll put him in even. Chrom, I feel like, gets outranged in a bad way. Cloud, I feel like outranges. I feel like Corrin is such a basic sortie with not that much extra. I mean, the big thing is Pin, though, which actually can really mess up Cloud now that I'm thinking about it. So I'm going to slot Cloud in even. Samus, Dark, Samus. Samus is really floaty, and from my own experience playing the matchup, I'm just going to go ahead and slot them in +1 for now. Dark Pit and Pit, I'm going to go ahead and put in even. I feel like these two characters, Pit, Dark Pit, and Corrin, I feel like they are kind of similar archetypes. Diddy Kong, I'm going to put in winning. Donkey Kong, I'm putting in +2, and I'll also put Doc in +2. Mostly because I suspect that forward air would actually, like, clash with Pill and, like, take it away. And that if that's the case, then Doc can't camp with Pill, which is huge for that matchup. Duck Hunt, I'm going to go ahead and put in +1. Duck Hunt's got a lot of projectiles. That might suck for Corrin. Falco, I'm going to put in +1. And Fox, I'm going to put in +1 as well. No, I'm going to put Fox in even. I think Falco gets edge guarded harder by Corrin. And with a longer side B that Fox has. Or no, they have the same length of side B. I'm thinking of fucking Melee. I'm still going to put Fox in even, though. Ganondorf +2. Greninja. I feel like Greninja actually has a pretty good chance to get in and mess you up. I'm gonna put him in -1. Hero. Even? Ice Climbers, that's gotta be a +1. I mean, big sword. Ike, I'm gonna go ahead and say +1 just because Ike is bad. Same thing with Incineroar. Inkling, I feel like gets outranged. Isabelle gets juggled a little bit. Joker, I'm gonna say Joker is the first -2. Puff, I'm gonna put him +2. Kazuya, would you feel crazy if I put him down here? Maybe, you might. Ken, I'm gonna put Ken in -1. I feel like Ken could really, no, I'm gonna put Ken in even. DDD +2, K. Rool +2, Kirby +2. Link is probably the worst character in this top tier up here anyways. I'm kidding, except maybe I'm not. Little Mac, Lucario, Lucas, Lucina I'm putting in even. I feel like they kind of just do the same thing, but Corrin is kind of cheesier. Luigi I'm gonna put in +1. I feel like Corrin can kind of outrange him with disjoints. Same with Mario. Marth, I'm actually going to put an even. Same with Lucina. I think these two are so much more similar than people actually fucking give them credit for. Mega Man, I'm going to put in... Damn, no, I'm going to put Mega Man in even. And I'm going to put Meta Knight in +2 because I think Corrin outranges him hard in that matchup. Mewtwo, Brawler, I'm like same kind of thing as Mario. Because like Brawler is like Diet Fox. But he's kind of like Fox's moveset in Mario's body. Gunner, I'm gonna put here. Same with Sword Fighter. Min, I'm putting in even, and no, I will not elaborate. Mr. Game & Watch, I'm gonna put +1. I think Corrin is kind of just better Ike, but I don't know if the world is ready for that conversation yet. Ness, I'm gonna put same as Lucas. Pac-Man, I feel like back air fucks up Hydrant, doesn't it? Palutena, I'm putting in even. Peach, I'm gonna go ahead and put an even. Pichu +1, Pikachu -1. I do know that Sonic is even. That's something I think I learned from Sonic's Sonic matchup chart. And if you're wondering why I was looking at a Sonic matchup chart, even though the matchup is unwinnable, give up. Mind your business. Olimar, I'm gonna go ahead and put in +1 because I feel like Fair would really fuck up Pikmin. I should stop swearing. Plant, I'm gonna put in +2. I feel like if a plant is just sitting there with Patua, you can back air him. Pokemon Trainer, I'm gonna put in like PT's good, but I think PT's actually probably +1 for Corrin. Pyramithra is actually maybe I'm gonna say even. I have faith in Aegis. I have a little bit of faith matchup wise, but like I could see it being +1 is all I'm saying. Richter and Simon, I'm gonna go ahead and put in +1. Ridley, I'm gonna put Ridley in +1 other than +2 because I think Ridley actually has a pretty nice way of dealing with Corrin, unlike some of these heavies up here. Rob, I'm gonna put down -1. Robin +1. Roy, probably even. Rosalina and Luma, call me crazy. I'm putting her in even. Ryu, where did I put Ken? There he is. Sephiroth, I'm gonna say -1. He outranges her. Sheik, I'm gonna say even. They kind of mess each other up. Shulk, you know what? Hold on. I actually have found my new strategy for this. These are the characters that outrange the hell out of her. Except I do think I'm gonna move Greninja up here. Snake, I'm gonna go ahead and say -1. Sora, I'm gonna say even. Steve No, I think Steve is probably even. Because I think back air could really mess up blocks. Terry's even. Toon Link +1. Villager, I'm gonna say +2. No, Isabel's down here, so he should be 2. Wario, I will say +2 though. Wii Fit, I'm gonna say +1 because you can really mess up Soccer Ball. Wolf is probably even. Same with Yoshi. I'm gonna put Young Link up here. I'm gonna put Zelda right here, and I'm gonna put ZSS in even. So that is gonna be it for our first characters matchup chart. Now we're gonna go ahead and take a look at a top players Corrin matchup chart and compare and contrast. All right, everyone. So right here, I have Shattuck's matchup chart up right here. I think this was the first good one I found. And I think y'all would agree that this is a pretty solid player to get a matchup chart from. So here we go. Oh my God, I should have put ZSS in losing. That's the first thing I'm looking at right away. So +2s has a lot fewer +2s than I did. Has a lot more +1s though. Okay, wait, let's look at the losing first. Let's look at losing. We have ZSS and Snake who I both put in even. I put Shulk in -2. Ryu down here. That makes a little bit of sense to me because Ryu's better at camping. The rats, I had Pika down there. I didn't think Pichu was though. Mega Man I can see, but I put him in even. Joker, okay. Fox and Diddy. That's interesting because I thought Diddy would have been +1. I wonder what Shattuck's reasoning is on that because I feel like Corrin kind of just outranges Diddy, kind of with disjoints. And I wonder if forward air would be really good at picking up banana midair. But that's interesting. That's definitely the one character that's in losing that I did not expect to be there. All these other characters, I'm like, that makes sense. But this one, I'm like, I wonder why. +2s are pretty interesting. Jigglypuff being there was something I definitely foresaw. And Dr. Mario being there, I wonder if Doc's there for the same reason I was talking about. The fact that maybe Pill gets beaten out by forward air. Characters in even. Samus is an even. I didn't have Samus there. Okay. Okay, nice. The Swordies, Martha and Lucina. Game & Watch and Pac-Man are both in even is something I didn't expect. PT, yeah. rough on that one. Sonic being an even, like I was talking about. Wolf, Villager, and Bowser Jr. is interesting. And so is Ridley. I thought that Ridley would be the best heavy against Corrin, but like a whole ass even when Rob is in +1? Dang. But yeah, looking at this matchup chart, there's a lot more +1s than on mine. And basically, the main difference between Shattuck's matchup chart and mine is just basically a lot of these +2s and a lot of these evens got moved into +1. And then you rearrange some of the other ones, like putting Diddy in -1 and putting some of these characters up here into even. But I would say all in all, not terrible. Definitely not the worst I could have gotten. I got some of these bad matchups correct. Where's Sephiroth? Was he out yet? Wait a minute. When was this? Oh, this is from July 2020. Sephiroth wasn't out yet. And neither was Sora. Okay, well, that puts a little bit of a damper on this. But you know what? I think other than that, this is pretty good. All right, let's move on to our second character. Who are we gonna do? I said we'd do 5 per episode. I'm starting to question that. Oh, damn. Are we getting... Oh, we're getting Wolf. Okay, I really thought I'd get Toon Link for a second. Okay, let's do it. All right, we're here. We got the Wolf matchup chart. I am a little bit familiar with this one because I've looked at Jackal's Wolf matchup chart before. So with that being said, but the only ones that I remember explicitly from that matchup chart are the losing matchups. Those are the only ones I remember. So to start off, -2 is Rob, and then the -1s are Roy, Steve, and Mario. And I think that's it for -1s and -2s. Where is Mario? So all these other ones we're gonna either have to put in one of these 3 categories, because these are the ones I remember from Jackal's Wolf matchup chart, which is the one we'll be comparing off of at the end of this. I'm gonna say Banjo +2. I'm gonna say Bayo. I could see that going either way, to be honest, because they kind of combo the hell out of each other. So I'm gonna put it at even. Bowser Jr., Byleth, I'm putting +1. You see, I kind of even feel a little bit weird about that one. Chrom, I'm gonna put even, and Cloud, I'm gonna put even. Corrin +1. I'm gonna put some of the lesser sorties +1, I think. You might wonder what my criteria is for why I put a character in what tier. Basically, if a character has very specific like counterplay, like if you can just do something that invalidates a character, or invalidates a character enough for the matchup to be super easy, I put him in +2. But if really all that character has is like just like being the better character, or just like some priority makes the matchup good but not easy, I put it in +1. And then even is like 50-50. It can truly go either way. I'm gonna put there. Fox is even, I think. Now that I'm thinking about it, actually, Jackal had more than one bad matchup tiers. So now that I'm looking at it, this should actually be -2. And he had Rob as a -3, I think, if I remember correctly. And I'm not sure that's true. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move all these down and then put some of the matchups that I think might be -1 down here. And with that being said, I think Cloud probably belongs down there as well. Ganondorf, Greninja, I'm going to say probably +1. Hero, Reflector is probably pretty nice in that matchup. Ices, Ike, Incineroar, Inkling. I'm gonna put these 2 down here, actually. I'm gonna keep Ike and Hero up there, though. Isabelle, I'm gonna put up here, though. Joker, I'm gonna put down here. Puff, Kazuya, Mishima, Ken. Because Ken likes approaching. DDD, K. Rool, Kirby, Link, Little Mac, Lucario. That stretch of like 5 characters, a lot of the L's are really easy to place for the majority of the cast, let me tell you. Lucas, Lucina. I'm gonna put Luigi in a +1. Marth down here as well. Mega Man, Meta Knight, Mewtwo, Brawler. Gunner, Swordy. Min Min is even, and Game & Watch is even. I know those for sure, in my opinion at least. Ness, I'm also gonna put as even though. Pac-Man, I'm gonna put as no, Pac-Man. Wolf beats Pac-Man. Palu though, I will put as even. Same thing for Peach, I think. Pikachu, I'm gonna put in -1. I might put Pichu down here as well, but for now I'll put Pichu in even. Why is it called Pikmin and Olimar? Why not just Olimar? The game doesn't call it Pikmin and Olimar. Is this called Pikmin and Alf? No, it's just what's called Alf. But this one's called Pikmin and Olimar, but that one's not called Pikmin and Alf? Why Pikmin first, not Olimar? Why isn't it Olimar and Pikmin? Why is it Pikmin and Olimar? Even. Captain Falcon, I forgot to place. I'm gonna put him in even as well. Duck Hunt, I also forgot to place. I'm gonna put him in +1. Plant +1. Reflector messes up Patui. PC even. Aegis is +1 because I think Wolf beats Aegis. Richter, Simon, I'm gonna put. Actually, I'm gonna put those 2 in +2. Rosalina, I'm gonna say Ridley, because Ridley kind of, I think, has a lot of the range to deal with Wolf. Robin, +2. Ryu, Sephiroth, Sheik, Shulk, Snake. Sonic, I'm gonna put in even, which is weird. Sora, I guess. Terry, Boopity, Bippity. I'm gonna put Wario in +1. I don't want to do the whole Wario loses to everyone, but I think Fair would really mess him up as a disjoint. F-Tilt. Yoshi, I'm gonna put in +1. I'm gonna actually put Yoshi in even. And then, yeah, this seems good to me. I'm gonna put that in even as well. Okay, this seems good to me. Let's look up Wolf's Jackal's Wolf matchup chart. Okay, So here we are. We've got Jackal's Wolf matchup chart. Now, like I said, here we go. Yeah, this is his -1 tier, and then these are his -2s, and Rob is like a -3, or maybe just distinct from the other -2s. So I think our -2 tier is like, that's the one I remember. This is the bad tier. Cloud and Joker being down here, good, and then I had Fox. Pika, actually, he put an even, so forget me, I guess. Oh, okay, wait. Ken, he has in a different spot than Ryu, which is interesting. I put the same in +1, but they're not even there. It's like on the opposite end. Wario even. Yeah, my bad, Wario. But Sonic even I was correct about, and so is Game & Watch. Where did he put Min Min? He put Min Min in good, and Kazuya and Sephiroth all in good? Dang, dude, okay. Sheesh. Yeah, I got a lot of these wrong, especially Bowser. Yeah, I had a little bit of a whoopsie on Bowser. I forgot that matchup's actually pretty decent for Bowser. My bad. But the other ones I forgot. Yeah, -1 was really my biggest failing here, I think. Because Chrom, Ken, Lucina, Aegis, Terry, and Bowser, I all didn't catch. Then there's a lot of even ones. He put the Belmonts in even, which is something I didn't expect. But like Falcon's still an even. Palu's up here. So is Pac-Man and Meta Knight, and you know, I think I got this one pretty wrong, I must say. I got this one pretty incorrect. A lot of the L characters that I said were easy to place actually got put up in +2 instead of even. One character that's in +2 that I didn't expect to be there is Corrin. I really didn't think that would be that great of a matchup for Wolf. I thought it would be pretty even, all things considered. And then +1, any big surprises? Not really, except for Sephiroth, Min Min, Kazuya all being there. That's kind of interesting to me personally. It's also interesting that all of the heavies are just in +1. There's not a single heavy in +2 except for Ganondorf and Plant. All right, let's get our third character. We've got 2 more after this one. We might have to speed these up. Luigi. All right, we got Luigi. Cool. Okay. All right, here we have Luigi. Where is he? There he is. All right, get up there, buddy. I'm gonna go ahead and start off with some -2s because I know that Samus, Dark Samus, and Min Min will be down here. Basically, all of the matchups that I play that I've lost to Luigi with are supposed to be -2s for Luigi. Other than that, I think Sephiroth is probably down here too, but like, I'm gonna put him in -1 for now. I might start from the bottom, but I think I'm just gonna start from just normal. I'm gonna go +2, +1. I'm gonna say +1 for Bayo because Bayo relies a lot on shield pressure. Bowser, I think Luigi more so than other characters destroys heavies, like inordinately destroys heavies. So I'm not just putting the heavies in +2 because, oh, you always put the heavies in +2 because no one actually cares to think about how their mains do against heavies. I'm saying it because I actually do think Luigi probably +2s most, if not all, heavies. Bowser Jr. Byleth I'm putting down here in -1. Falcon even. Chrom I'm gonna say +1 because of Zaire, and Cloud might also be, but I think Cloud is definitely way better, so I'm gonna put Cloud in even. Same thing with Corrin. I'm gonna put Corrin in even as well. Pit and Dark Pit I'm putting in +1. Let's see, Diddy Kong I'm putting in even because I think Diddy probably has a good chance of messing up Luigi. DK. Doc I'm gonna put up here. Actually, I'm gonna put Doc in +1. I think Doc can camp you out. There he goes, Duck Hunt. I'm gonna put an even because Falco can combo Luigi just as hard as Luigi can combo Falco, but Falco can also camp you out. But Fox, I'm gonna put in +1 for sure, because Luigi does beat Fox. Ganon, I'm gonna say Greninja is an even. Actually, nah, I'm gonna say +1 because Greninja relies a lot on shield pressure too. Hero's got a lot of plenty projectiles, and you don't want to try to camp out Hero. Ices could probably get separated by grabs, but also it's kind of a bad idea to grab Ice Climber, so I'm gonna put him in even. Ike, big sword, but also kind of a bad character. Incineroar, I'm gonna put in +1. Inkling, Isabelle. Joker, I'm gonna put in -1 just because he's Joker. There's Puff. Kazuya, I feel like this one might actually be even because I feel like those two are kind of just like Luigi is just kind of Diet Kazuya. Ken, DDD, K. Rool. I'm gonna put Kirby down here. Link down here as well. I feel like he can actually have some stuff this time. Little Mac, I'm gonna put in, in here. Wow, okay. Lucario. Lucas, I could actually see being even, but I'm gonna put him in +1 anyways. Lucina, Mario, Marth, Mega Man, Meta Knight, I'm gonna put down here. Mewtwo, Brawler, Gunner, Swordy. Sure. Mr. Game & Watch is a -1. Ness is could be even, but also I could see Ness being -1. Pac-Man, even. Palu, even. This one's also even. Like any character that can combo the hell out of Luigi, I think does well, but any character who outranges Luigi does really well. I'm gonna say Pichu +1, Pikachu even. Actually, no, because Pikachu can camp you. So yeah, I'm gonna say that, my usual. Olimar, even. Plant, even. No, +1. What am I thinking? Putting Plant anywhere near decent on a matchup chart. PT, I'm gonna say PT might be -1 on this case. And same with Aegis as well. The Belmonts, I'm gonna put +1. It might be even. You know what? Call me crazy. I'm putting them in even. I'm gonna put them in even. I think they actually do have some nice, good range to deal with Luigi. Ridley, I'm gonna say is +1. Rob is probably -1. Robin +1. Rosalina even. No. Rosalina, I'm gonna say +1. Because Rosalina's tall. Roy, I'm gonna say -1. Ryu even. Where did I put Ken? No, I put Ken up here. Sheik, I'm gonna say even. Shulk, I'm gonna say -1 for Shulk. Snake, I'm also gonna say -1 too, and so will I do that for Sonic and for Sora. Steve, I'm gonna say -1. I think blocks are just killer in that matchup. Terry will go in even for now. Toon Link will go in +1. +1. Wario's probably even, if not losing. Wii Fit Trainer, I'm gonna say actually even. Call me crazy. Wolf, I'm gonna say is losing. Yoshi, I'm gonna say is losing. Young Link, I'm gonna say is actually even compared to Toon Link. Zelda +1, ZSS -1, and I think that is it. Okay, let's go find a Luigi matchup chart. Okay, I found a matchup chart that is apparently supposed to be from Luigi. I didn't really see any evidence that it is from Luigi. Like, I just kind of found it on Reddit, and it's like, this is Luigi's matchup chart, but it didn't come from his Twitter or anything. We're just gonna go with it because the other option was a player who's banned. So, yeah, I could see Rosa. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, biggest problems here. I'm not sure why Min Min is in even. Let me just start off with that. I'm not sure why Min Min isn't even. I think I might actually disagree with that. But like Cloud Sephiroth, mine is actually like bad, huh? Okay. No, this is -1. This is -2. This is the -2 one. So Cloud and Sephiroth actually go in the -2. And I can 100% see it. Cloud I put in even because the edge guard potential, but Sephiroth is in -1. And then the other one that was in -1 were the Belmonts. I kind of put him in even because, like, I'm still, you know, whenever you make a matchup chart, you kind of have that, oh, they're bad, so you can beat them. But, like, if that's a good Belmont, like, no, they're right. And then Rosa, I think I just didn't think enough about Rosa. I think I didn't think hard enough about that matchup. But I think that's correct. There's basically a lot of my +1 matchups are supposed to go in even, and a lot of my even ones don't go in even. That's kind of the main difference between his matchup chart and mine. All right, we are on character number 4. Here we go. We got 2 more. We're doing Ryu. Okay. So, first things first, let's put Ken in even. Gosh, I don't know. This is one character I really do not know jack about. So if there was a potential for me to have a really bad one, this is it. Okay, let's see. So I'm gonna say Samus and Min Min are both -2s. Because here's the thing, Ryu, actually not Samus. I'm gonna say Samus is -1, but not -2. But Min Min for sure is -2 for Ryu. So is Game and Watch. CSS, and that is it. Let's go find a Ryu matchup chart. All right, here we have Vendetta's Ryu matchup chart. First things first, Min Min and Game & Watch aren't even, so that's weird. Strong disadvantage, we basically have the Samuses. Which I expected the Samuses and the ZSS to be in -1. Me Gunner, I put in even. But Me Gunner down there, I can see it. And then a lot of the disadvantaged characters I actually had correct. I had Joker down there, Sephiroth, but like a lot of these I put even. I put Rosalina. Isabelle is one I did not expect. I did not expect Isabelle to be so far down for disadvantage, but I get it. Pac-Man, like a lot of these characters I can see it. These two, I had Mega Man and even, and Palu and even, I think. I think a lot, the main difference between his tier list and my matchup chart is the fact that a lot of my evens are in his -1. And then there's some other evens, like, yeah, there's a few good ones here. Advantage or even. That's interesting. All right, here we go. Our last character for today. Who are we gonna get? Kirby! Okay, let's go through this. I'm gonna put Banjo +1. I'm gonna say Bayo is even. Bowser's +2. Bowser Jr. down here. Byleth, I'm gonna say, gosh, I could put Byleth in losing, I think. But no, probably even. Cloud is actually a +1, believe it or not. I know, right? It's so crazy. Falcon, I'm gonna say even. Cloud +1. No, Corn, I'm gonna say goes in even because Corn's got a better recovery. Pit and Dark Pit are even. Samus and Dark Samus, I actually might put in No, I'm gonna say those are. God, I don't know. I'm gonna say they're even for now. I think this is definitely the first character I've done that'll have more -1s than +1s. Diddy Kong, Donkey Kong, Duck. Falco, I think is probably here. So is Fox. Ganon, Greninja down there. Hero even. Ike I'm gonna put -2. Icy's I'm gonna put even, if not -1 actually. Inkling, Incineroar. I'm gonna say Isabelle even. Gosh, Joker I'm gonna say -2. Puff I'm gonna say is even. Kazuya -2. Ken -1. DDD, K. Rool. I'm gonna say Link is even actually, and Little Mac is also even here. Lucario even. Lucas -1. Lucina, I'm gonna say -2. Luigi, Mario, Marth, Mega Man, Meta Knight, Mewtwo, I'm gonna say is -1. And Brawler, but Gunner, and I think Swordy is also with Brawler and -1. Min Min, Kirby is even, and I'll die on that hill. Game & Watch goes down here. Ness goes down here. Pac-Man goes down here. Ness might actually go in -2. Palu goes down here. Peach goes down here. Pichu goes down here. Pikachu goes down here. Olimar goes down here. Plant is an even. Yeah, I think Duck Hunt is probably even as well, though, is the problem. Okay, cool. PT will go in -1. Aegis -2. Richter and Simon, I'm gonna say go in +1. Ridley, I'm gonna put in +1. Only heavy in +1. Rob, call me crazy. I'm gonna say it's probably even. Robin, I'm gonna say is +1. Rosalina, I'm gonna say is even. Roy is -1. Ryu, where did I put Ken? Where did I put Ken? Sephiroth, I'm gonna say is even. Sheik, I'm gonna say is -1. Shulk is -2, and Snake is -1. Sonic -2. Sora, I'm gonna say -2 as well, and so is Steve. So is Terry. Toon Link, I'm gonna say is even. Villager, I'm gonna say is even. Wario, I'm gonna say is -1. Wii Fit even. Wolf -2. Yoshi -2. Young Link -2. Zelda even. ZSS -1. Okay, let's go find a Kirby matchup chart. All right, here we go. We have Jaw's Kirby matchup chart. A lot of stuff is pretty good so far. Main difference I'm noticing is the +1s. There's Falco, which I did not expect to be in +1 at all. Wii Fit and Little Mac. Little Mac I did expect to be in +1, but I put him in even because I kind of had faith, I guess. But Wii Fit and Falco, I did not expect those to be +1 remotely. +0.5, which I don't do. Falcon, Lucario, and Ganon. Ganon I can get. Not a +2 for some reason, which is interesting, but he doesn't have any 1.5s or +2s. So, Min even. He's a mana culture. He knows what's good. Fox is interesting. I would have thought Fox would destroy Kirby, but I can kind of see it, I guess. Puff I had correct. These two are interesting. This one is interesting because I thought that would have just been straight up winning. The Shotos, I wonder why the Shotos are even. And then K. Rool and Isabelle. Okay. I think the main difference is I had a lot more faith in Kirby. There's a lot of evens. There's a lot of these +1s that I moved up to +2. Basically, I think the main difference is like a lot of this middle ground area, like this -0.5 tier could basically just be spread out between these tiers that he didn't use at all. All right, and that's going to be the end of today's video. If you enjoyed, I really hope so. This video was very, very different from anything else I've uploaded ever before. I think I'm going to do an episode of this series again when I don't have a tournament to cover or when I don't have time to do a normal video. But I hope you guys really enjoyed. I had a fun time making it, and please just be sure to not roast me too hard in the comments. So, yeah, until tomorrow, I've been Mr. Mice, and thank you all so much for watching. But real quick before I go, shout out to my patrons, Seth Laster and FoxGirl333, as well as my YouTube members, Stormtrooper, Loco Soko, and Mattoon. If you want to support me using either of those methods, links are in the description. All right, now you can go.